What's up everybody, it's Matt here again from FilterGrade, and today we're going to be going over 6 camera movements for your next music video. Similar to photography, how shutter speed can play a huge role in the motion of your image, it's the same thing with videography. Movement will really make or break your video, and it obviously can depend. Sometimes you might want to go for a handheld shaky look, other times you're going to want a really stable, steady shot, and making sure that you can nail down these camera movements will really help you to get to that high level of video. So let's just go ahead and start out with these 6 basic camera movements for your next video. The first movement that we're going to be talking about is panning. So panning is when you're just moving from left to right and you're really just showing the whole wide scene that you're getting. With this gimbal, today I'm using the DJI Ronin. You can use the joystick to actually just pan left and right, and that'll give you a nice smooth shot. If you're using a tripod, you can use just the handlebar to go left and right, and that's a really nice shot to kind of establish what you're looking at, show the viewer everything that you're seeing, and yeah, just let people know where you're at. So that's going to be really good for that. Number 2 on our list, it's similar to pan and it's called tilt, and instead of going from side to side, it's going to be going up and down. So with the joystick, it looks a little bit like this. Just up or down, smooth, simple motion. And that's gonna show, this is a really good shot for showing scale. If you're looking at mountains or trees, or if you're even looking at a person from, a nice low angle, it's gonna show that scale. And that's another great movement to have in your little camera movements kit. All right, so next up on our list is an essential tool for all music video filmmakers. This is called the roll motion, and although it does get overused in a lot of music videos, I think it's essential to actually have it in your arsenal and just to know about it. I'm using the DJI Ronin today, like I mentioned, and that's gonna really help out with the roll motion. You can do it handheld or with any other device, but I think it's always gonna look better on a stabilizer. So I have mine set to mode 3, which is for the 360 roll mode, and you're gonna just look at your subject and just roll it back and forth. You can change the speed on your gimbal or stabilizer to make it go quicker or slower, but really this is gonna help, especially if you're going in and out, to just give it that cool kind of creative, like artistic music feel to it. But don't forget, do not overdo this, because it really can be cliche and just kind of just drag your video out and look like everybody else's. So only use this really when you know you need to use it. All right, so next up on our list is 2 more similar movements that kind of go hand in hand, and that's truck and pedestal. So for truck, just picture it like you're looking out the window of your truck. You're not gonna be moving your camera, panning left and right like you would be with the pan movement, but instead you're just gonna set your camera looking out your truck window, and as your truck is moving, you just let it capture the scene, right? But obviously that only happens if you're sitting in your truck. You can still make truck shots happen when you're just standing or using a gimbal or whatever. And what that means is with a pan, you're gonna be going kind of a rounded motion, or you're gonna use your joystick to get that full scenery. Whereas with the truck motion, you're only going left to right as you're focused on one point. So whether you're going left to right to left, it doesn't matter, but you kind of have to stay perpendicular to the point that you're focusing on, and just get that nice wide shot without panning from like far left, what my peripheral to the left or the peripheral to the right is looking at. It's more so what's directly in front of me as I'm moving right or left. And so that's one thing to note. And pedestal is the same thing, except you're gonna be going up or down. This is another great thing to show for scale, except I kind of like it better because it sticks with the detail of what you're actually looking at. I use this shot a lot for fashion. If I want to start from the head to the toes, or from the toes up, you can get a nice shot of their shoes, their shorts, their pants, the shirt, and then just get a nice portrait of their face. I think that's a really good motion and movement for portrait videos, fashion films, anything like that. And it does work well with music videos too. All right, so another really common shot actually that you might do a lot but not even realize it is just called tracking. You can do this with any type of equipment, and really all it's gonna be is finding a subject, whether it's your artist that you're shooting with, or if you're out in nature, it could be a train, it could be a car, it could be anything. and you're just gonna follow it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just follow it, you track it. Obviously, when you're tracking a subject, you could be doing pans or tilts or whatever, any other movement, but this is called tracking because it's an easier way to describe to somebody, okay, just follow the subject. And that's pretty much as simply put as I can make it. The next one up on our list is another great camera movement that's actually not for the camera itself, it's for the lens, and what it's gonna be is a zoom in or an out. And personally, I don't like doing the zoom in or out movement when I'm using it with a gimbal or stabilizer. I'd prefer to use that with a VHS or a Super 8 camera because it looks more natural to that medium. But it's a really great look to show just a zoom in and out. I can't really describe it to you anymore. It's good to start by showing a detail if you're zoomed all the way in, and then pulling all the way out so that everybody can see like what that little detail actually was. Or if you want to start way far out wide, give people the broader picture and then zoom in and focus on something so that the viewer knows, okay, this is symbolic in the video. And I think those are two really great shots or movements, lens movements, if you will, to really make something like just kind of have that old school nostalgic feel. Okay, so the last one on our list is another one that's kind of just a lens movement and not really a camera movement, and this is called rack focus or focus pulling or racking focus, whatever you want to call it. And basically what that is when you're going in and out of focus on your subject, sometimes you don't even have to be playing with the focus. You just either move in or move out. For example, look at on the camera right now. If I'm close, it's not in focus. If I'm far out, it's getting, you can see just when it goes in and out of focus, that'll really kind of just play with the visual like thought that a consumer of your video has. So that's another great tool to have, and I think it really plays well, especially with cinema cameras. This Sony, when you have cameras with autofocus or like just digital photo camera focus, it's more sticky and you can kind of tell when something's in focus and then it switches to out of focus. But if you're using a cinema lens, it's really helpful because you'll be able to get that smooth, gradual, and like crisp focus in and out. And I think that really, really will make your videos stand out. All right, so that's about it for today. That's 6 of our favorite camera movements for music videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and comment if you have any questions. Also, be sure to subscribe. It really helps our channel out, and we're always looking to grow and find new people that we can help out. So hope you enjoyed, and peace out.